come.
You know where else you get really good analysis? Harry Reid. Oh my gosh.
Yes, listen. Listen to how they're pulling out all the stops. Listen to some from Harry Reid.
These are none of our business. That they're not our concern.
Mm-hmm.
I disagree. Anytime the powerful turn such weapons of terror and destruction against the powerless, it is our business. And the weapons in question are categorically different. Chemical weapons, you see, can kill not just dozens or hundreds of people, but tens of thousands of innocents in a single attack. Tens of thousands. These weapons don't just pose a threat to the Syrian people or to our allies in the region. They pose a threat to every one of us, every American.
So far, does this sound a little bit like the Colin Powell speech to the UN back in 2001-ish? 2002?
Kind of. I mean, not really well done, but
they other than the presentation.
They're saying the same
stuff.
Right.
They're selling it the same way. They're radically opposed. They beat up Bush over and over and over for this.
This is a key example. This is a key example here. The reason why they're using the same script is because Harry Reid is a progressive. He just happens to be a Democratic progressive that believes in the international law sort of way, and that we're all going to go by international law. The other side of the progressive spectrum is the Republican progressive, the John McCain, who believes in the strong America and freedoms on the march. But they're both progressives, and that's the key. The reason why they're using the same script is because they're the same people.
But then they do something else that they continually condemn you for, and here it comes.
And in particular, every member of the United States Armed Forces. Our intervention on behalf of those in danger hasn't always been popular. Look back at history.
Oh, boy.
There's always been part of our society that prefers isolation. Look prior to World War I. Look, Mr. President, prior to World War II. Some prefer isolation. That's an easy thing to do. But sitting on the sideline isn't what made the United States of America the greatest nation in the world in years past, and yes, today.
And in 2003,
sitting on the sidelines won't make us a better nation tomorrow.
Jeez. Amazing.
As America faces yet another crisis of conscience, another opportunity to intervene on behalf of humanity, my mind returns to that turning point in the world's history when the United States of America faced down an evil regime that murdered millions of innocent citizens.
My gosh.
Going to the Nazis.
Millions and millions of civilians and prisoners of war were murdered.
But it's fine when they do it.
Yeah,
it's
totally
death
fine.
Camps.
You know what?
Belsen, Treblinka, Auschwitz.
On and on.
Never again, swore the world. Never again would we permit the use of these poisonous weapons of war.
They didn't
14 blocks from here.
I got news for you. They didn't use chemical
down Constitution
bombs.
Avenue.
No.
There's a Holocaust museum.
Oh, my gosh.
You walk in there and you'll see a quote. It's on the wall.
Listen to this. This is great stuff.
It's from Dante's famous Inferno. Here's what it says, and I quote.
He quotes.
The hottest places in hell are reserved for those who in times of great moral crisis maintain their neutrality.
Oh, my gosh.
I think the hottest place in hell is reserved for Harry Reid. Who am I to judge? I'm just saying he's going to burn in the fires of hell. That's all I'm saying. This guy knows better than all this. This is unbelievable.